Hi, I'm Fiona Blinko from DIY Digital, and in this video we're discussing the similarities and the differences between Google advertising and search engine optimization, or SEO. So let's start with the similarity. The similarity, of course, is that they will both get you on page 1 on Google. So if that's important for your business, and I have another video about that, which I'll provide in the link below, but if being on page 1 on Google is important for your business, it will help grow your business, then you want to consider either Google advertising or search engine optimization, because they're both going to get you there. Okay, so now that's the similarity. Let's look at the differences. Okay, so the time to take effect. How long do you have to wait for these strategies to work? Well, Google Ads is immediate and search engine optimization is lots, and potentially 6 months or more, potentially sometimes years. So SEO takes a long time, just the nature of it. Google Ads, pretty much tomorrow you could get it working. Okay, time to implement, actually time to make it work. Google Ads, again, is pretty minimal. It doesn't take a lot of time really to set up a Google ad. But SEO, lots of time to actually not only take effect, but to implement, to do the stuff. Level of difficulty to implement or level of difficulty to do it yourself. This is what a lot of business owners are asking me. Can I do this myself? Well, with Google Ads, you can. But I do actually think it's hard. I've seen a lot of business owners struggle with getting their Google Ads up and running. And there's lots of different reasons they struggle. But the reason I don't make this easy is because I've seen that too many times. I've seen too many people struggle trying to do this themselves. You might be able to do it yourself and learn how to do it yourself. There's lots of video tutorials out there that show you how to do Google Ads. So you might be able to do it yourself. Like most things, it's easy once you know how. Like once you've got it, once you understand the platform, you've navigated around it, you understand the jargon, it's actually very easy. But it can be hard to understand. So if you're in that category, do hop over to my website, DIY Digital, and see where we can help you in terms of you learning how to do it yourself, because that's something we do help business owners with. We train them how to do Google advertising for themselves. SEO to do it yourself. Well, the good news is if you're a writer, if you love writing stuff about your business, perhaps you're intending to write blog articles, there's a lot about SEO or search engine optimization which you would find easy. There's a lot around content SEO or on-page SEO that people who love writing and are good at writing can do, and they'll do it very well. If you're not a very good writer, or you don't like writing, or you'll never get around to it, then that is going to mean that for you to do it yourself is not going to be easy. Then there's another part of SEO which is called technical SEO, and it's about how clean your website is coded. It's about page speeds, and so that isn't easy to do it yourself. That is for the experienced professionals to be able to do for you. So technical SEO is hard. Content SEO is easy if you're a writer, not so easy if you're not a writer. The complexity follows on really from the previous one, doesn't it? Google Ads is often made more complex than it needs to. For a basic search ad, it's relatively easy, and definitely easy once you know how, but there are more advanced techniques in Google advertising which can make it hard, for sure, and often they're more effective. So if you're doing Google shopping ads or you're doing remarketing, there's a level of knowledge and experience that is useful and helpful to know if you're going to take it to that level. With search engine optimization, the level of complexity, well, it's complex. It just is. And if you're trying to understand it and you don't yet understand it, The reason is because it's actually hard to understand. It really is quite a complicated area. There's lots and lots and lots of pieces to it. But the good news is there are some simple things that you can do as the business owner that will actually help your SEO, and sometimes and oftentimes just doing a little bit will actually be helpful. So for an example of that is getting links to your website. Well, that's something you could do and it will help your SEO. So there's some parts of it that are actually quite easy for business owners to do it themselves, but understanding how it all works and how it's all put together is certainly complex. The cost. Okay, yes, Google ads cost money. There's no avoiding that. You pay Google to be on page 1 of Google, of their search engine. You pay them money. So Google Ads does cost. For some businesses, it's surprisingly cheap. It really is. For some businesses, it doesn't cost much money. For some other businesses, it costs quite a lot. So it really depends what industry, what sector you're in. Some, honestly, it's very, very effective and not very much money. For others, you've got a lot of competition. And if there's a lot of competition for that space on Google, you will be paying quite a bit of money. For SEO, well, in theory, it's free, but not really, because you don't pay Google anything, but you might be paying an expert, an SEO expert to help you, and that costs a lot of money. If you're doing it yourself, I dare say you're spending a lot of time, and depending on how you value your time, you can put your own costs to that. So you're not paying Google anything, but to think that it's a free ride with SEO is, I think, misleading because it does cost either you to outsource to pay somebody else to do it or in your time. And predictability is one thing as well that I think is the last on our list. Google Ads is pretty predictable. Okay, sometimes you have to troubleshoot, sometimes there's errors, sometimes things don't quite happen as you expect, but pretty much it's predictable. SEO, I don't think there's a lot of predictability in SEO, and sometimes I even think there's a bit of luck. So it's just one of those things that, you just don't have the predictability in SEO as you do with Google Ads. So that's it, that's the wrap. That's the similarities and differences between Google advertising and search engine optimization. Both of them get you on page 1 on Google, or at least attempt to do so, but there's those differences involved. If you like this video, please subscribe to this channel or find us at diydigital.com.au.